my childhood, I had a supernatural spirit attached to me. His name is Desmond. And to this day, I don't know exactly what it is. Some people have called it an angel. Some people have called it a spirit. He's a big reason that I'm doing the show. Tonight, I'm going to introduce America to Desmond.
Be safe out there.
I will. Heidi, his name is Desmond. I know it sounds strange. He's with me here tonight, and I would like to introduce all of you to my spirit energy, Desmond.
All right.
Desmond is going to feed off of our energy. 3, Desmond, give us a sign you're here.
My childhood, I had a supernatural spirit attached to me. His name is Desmond. And to this day, I don't know exactly what it is. Some people have called it an angel, some people have called it a spirit.
Bridget, you let them know when you feel it. Let them know. Did you feel that? Yes? Give Bridget a round of applause. Right, the first number here, pass it to her, pass it to him, wait for me here. Draw me a picture. Draw me a mode of transportation. Shake the spray paint up and draw me, write down a color. Go, do that now. Check this out. Inside, the entire time, this bike is red. It's also a motorcycle, and it has a skull on the seat, Tia. We got 3 random digits, yes, from our audience members. Read the total of them added together.
11,689.
11,689. 11,689. An exact match.
I'm not good with this. That's crazy.
You see that?
How the are you... Wait, what do you mean, how are you doing it? You've stuck a needle through your arm.
It looks pretty real, right?
Sorry, I don't understand. How is that not real? What do you mean it looks pretty real?
This video will be an examination of some of the world's top magicians. Almost everyone believes that the best magicians in the world only use incredibly quick sleight of hand to perform their quote tricks. Many have the impression that the top magicians are just so good at what they do that there's a natural explanation for their performances, even if we can't see it or figure it out. In other words, most believe that there must be a non-spiritual explanation for all the apparent signs and wonders magicians perform. While this may be the correct conclusion for some of the quote magic that people generally see, there are other magic acts that clearly go beyond the laws of nature. Here is a young magician that can make CDs instantly appear. He will also change their size, shape, and color. Notice that the magic show he performs on is blasphemously called, quote, God Hands 2. For example, there is no way without supernatural assistance that cards can instantly appear in someone's hands out of thin air. But as you can see, that is exactly what is happening. Yet most will still insist, despite the clear evidence to the contrary, that these magic acts do have an explanation that doesn't require the supernatural to be involved. They will say that being this good at magic is only the result of a tremendous amount of hard work which has enabled them to perfect their craft. But that can't be the real explanation for how these individuals are able to perform this kind of magic.
It's funny, even in this day and age, they still think magicians use their sleeves. So all you do is cast a spell, and there's the ace of hearts.
They could only perform these signs and wonders with the assistance of spiritual forces. As we will see, this has even been admitted by the top magicians. In this video, I will provide overwhelming evidence that most of the top magicians, whether they know it or not, are possessed, and that they are certainly assisted by demons or fallen angels. Some may ask how I believe these magicians became possessed and fell under such demonic control. Most of them became possessed by attempting to contact spirits or by fooling around with the occult. Some of them may have sold their souls to the devil. In return, the devil gave them special power, fame, and fortune in this world. Assistance from the devil and demons is the way these top magicians have acquired these special quote magic skills, which makes them different from regular magicians who aren't necessarily receiving spiritual intervention. The spiritual assistance and intervention of demons is the only explanation for how the world's top magicians are able to do what they do. In this video, you will see many examples of false signs and wonders performed by many of the top magicians in the world. This will prove that a spiritual world exists. You have just seen some footage of magicians referred to as card manipulators. Cards instantly appear in their hands, and they don't appear there from any known natural source. This is similar to another kind of magic called face changing, also called mask changing. In face changing, what look like masks instantly appear on the faces of the performers. The so-called art form of face changing originated in China. Even though more than 1.35 billion people live in China, it is estimated that only about 200 practice face changing. We will take a closer look at arguably the top two face changers in the world, Wei Shu Quan and He Hongqing. Quan is considered to be the best face changer in the world. For example, in one of his 3-minute performances, he changed his face 60 different times. It's quite obvious from looking at different performances by Quan that he could change his face 500 different times in 3 minutes. Take a look at this guy. He doesn't even touch his face. Notice how every single time he changes his quote mask, it is placed perfectly on his face, covering his eyes and nose every single time. Quan also said that the man who taught him this secretive practice was destined to teach him face changing. Quan went on to say that he was taught face changing in only 3 days. Quan and other face changers will even interact with the audience and change their face right in front of them. Quan spoke about one of his shows in which 3 cameras were set up to record his performance. The cameramen were attempting to discover how he makes the rapid changes. 2 cameras were right in front of him, while 1 followed from behind. Nevertheless, they still couldn't find anything that gave them any insight into how he is able to change his face so quickly. If someone believes his process of changing the masks is natural, he would have to be storing them somewhere, right? But face changers like Quan take off their hat after their performance, and you can see that there aren't any masks in the hat they wear. You can look at it. There isn't even one mask inside their hat. So where are they storing the masks? Notice how tight the outfit is below the neck. Obviously, the masks aren't being placed there either. What's really happening is that the masks are actually disappearing instantly. That's why even to this day, no video camera in the world has ever picked up even one clue as to how their quote masks are changing. No one has been able to give a natural explanation for how these face changers are able to do what they do. The only explanation is a spiritual one. In these clips, also notice that various face changers use a hat with horns on it. He Hongqing is the fastest face changer in China. Notice the two horns on top of his hat. One skeptic is baffled by how he changes his face as quickly as he does. But the skeptic doesn't believe it's supernatural. He explained to the viewing audience that others have tried to slow the recording down to figure out how he does it. But he says that there is no point in doing that because the magician is just, quote, too good at what he does. One cameraman admitted that he adjusted his camera to capture how the changes were being made, but he couldn't pick up any clues as to how it's being done. The real explanation for how the instant changes are made is that they happen with the assistance of demons. World-famous face changer Quan said, quote, face changing is a very secretive art form.
呢面嘅技巧咧就係好秘密嘅。
Quan will not only change his face over and over again during his performances, but he will also instantly change the color of his entire outfit. So where is he getting the new outfits that he's instantly changing into? There's no place for him to store the outfits or the masks. How is he able to switch and move the outfits and the masks perfectly in the blink of an eye? If people are looking for a natural explanation for these acts, they won't find one. There's simply no natural explanation for the instant transformation of his garments or masks, let alone both. In this clip, face changer He Hongqing makes an interesting statement about how the instantaneous changes are made.
Actually, what is amazing about face changing is its mystery. Through performance and movements, performers are in effect playing with magic. In fact, face changing is a kind of magic.
He essentially admits that face changing is supernatural when he says that face changing is, quote, playing with magic. We will now look at statements from other top magicians who admit that their magic comes from spirits. It needs to be pointed out that God has clearly revealed that to contact unknown spirits or to, quote, channel them is mortally sinful. Its activity he condemns. Those who do so open themselves up to demons and invite them to take possession of their souls.
No way! Desmond will contact us in one of three ways. You'll feel a temperature change, you may feel the picture get heavy, and best case scenario, you will actually see an orb, a ball of light near Heidi's shoulder. Oh my God. Desmond, give us a sign you're here.
I need to clarify something important that many of the so-called skeptics fail to understand. Countless skeptics to the demon magician hypothesis made some ignorant assumptions based on the title of the series alone, so here I will set them straight. 1. The series is not saying that the magicians are demons, but that demons are operating from outside of the magician, manipulating objects in various ways. Rarely do the demons actually have to take control of the magician. 2. Not all magicians get help from demons, and many of them don't even know that demons can assist them in their profession. Only a select few. From my research, Less than 50 demon magicians are active at any one time. 3. Not every single trick or performance they do is assisted by demons. They do this on purpose. They don't want 100% of their tricks to have no explanation. They need the atheists and so-called hardcore skeptics to have something to hold on to. Because they will see them do one natural trick, and they will instantly assume that all the others are or could be natural too. I used to think that exact way too, when I was an atheist 8 years ago. But now, knowing that some of their performances are assisted by demons, I know that all could be. It's easy to spot a demon magician. Usually they are extremely famous, and love to use Illuminati or satanic symbolism. Something that you will have noticed watching the previous episodes.
The eye in the hand. And what is that? What is the eye in the hand? Let's see that again.
Protection.
Protection. What does that mean?
Protection from death.
Oh.
Ask yourself why that is the case if all of these magicians have nothing in common. Hans Klock and Mike Super are two very famous magicians and both had the word demon hidden in their acts. They often hide the truth in plain sight. Demons just can't help to brand their human tools. In Mike Super's case, he might not even be aware that the spirit he is in contact with is a demon. As you heard him say, he believes it to be some sort of spirit energy or angel. I can tell you one thing, angels who are loyal to God will not perform magic tricks for entertainment while pretending to be something else. That's exactly what a demon would do. The Bible even says that Satan is the ruler of this planet and that demons will deceive even the very elect with their signs and wonders. In other words, deceive and confuse mankind with their supernatural powers. I know that this is extremely hard to believe for many people, so I will try to clarify it even more. Many struggle with the idea of demons partnering up with these entertainers. They can't imagine how this could happen. It is complicated to explain since not every case is identical. In most cases it is generational. A certain bloodline may have originally made a pact with the demon even thousands of years ago, and passed on the secret to select members of their offspring. Obviously, demons helping certain humans is not limited to entertainment or magic, but to all human professions. If the Bible is correct, angels and demons predate the creation of this physical universe, so obviously their knowledge about all the elements and how to manipulate them are unmatched. Many scientists would love to get a piece of that knowledge. I found a video recently from a self-proclaimed black magician. He explains how he became a magician and how to make contracts with demons, and how demons can help you in your life and profession.
The demonic circle, a symbol of great power, used through most of my career as a black magician. And I have the symbols of the various pacts that I've made with demons throughout my workings as I have walked my own path of embracing the darkness.
He teaches what type of rituals to do to call upon certain demons and what particular demon to summon for specific needs. You might have even seen one of his advertisements when watching videos on YouTube. He claims that demons are just here to help humans become living gods. I am not going to tell you the name of his channel, but I am going to show you a clip from one of his videos where he talks about his pact with the demon. Since this guy is a demon puppet himself, 99% of what you will hear him say on his channel is lies. Demons probably even tell him what to say in his videos. The only truthful part of all the things he says on his entire channel is that humans can indeed call upon demons and make contracts with them.
Now, Lucifuge Rofacal is one of those shadowy figures in occult lore who intrigues and confuses at the same time. Lucifuge appears in the Grand Grimoire as not just a demon to make a pact with, but as the demon to call when you're going to make a pact. I've heard the name Lucifuge several times. Not once has he ever been spoken of lightly or happily, but always in whispers and followed by warnings. Do not work with this demon. He's too powerful, too evil, too hot for any magician to handle. Of course, such words of warning have always served to stimulate my interest even more. And so I began to work with this demon.
That does not mean that anyone who tries to summon a demon or ask for a demon to contact him will receive it. There are countless persons out there who would love to take the easy route and ask for demonic assistance for their earthly needs. Demons, however, only contact people with certain attributes that they see valuable. If they cannot find a use for you, they will ignore you. They already employ hundreds of puppets throughout the world, so they can afford to be picky.
The oracle, as you put your hand on it, would just move around. Well, my brother's a jokester, you know, I thought he's doing it, and he was trying to convince me he's not doing this. What I did, I took the Ouija board by myself up to my bedroom one night.
But the Ouija board still answered his questions, and Jeff knew some other force was at work.
It scared me, but at the same time, it was kind of like a roller coaster ride. You're scared to death, but you're thrilled. I began to recognize after this that there was a presence that began to develop in my house. I mean, I would wake up in the middle of the night and literally feel someone's watching me. And I would wake up and literally walk through the house in order to experience that because I liked it.
Soon after his experience with the Ouija board, the presence Jeff felt in his home spoke to him.
I woke up one night and literally there was like a voice behind my ear saying, Jeff, come, you know, come here, I got something to show you.
This strange force took Jeff on out-of-body experiences. During these times, he saw things days before he experienced them in real life. Then Jeff met a man who happened to be a practicing Satanist.
He prayed over me and laid hands on me. And when he laid hands on me, I was filled with a demon.
Jeff believed Satanism was the path to honing his paranormal abilities.
And when a demon is around you or is inside of you, the sensation or the sense of their presence, you lie to yourself. You think that that's your power level.
No matter what they tried, Jeff and the demonic forces inside him just couldn't kill that little seed of love and compassion. So, the demons that had given him power for so many years turned on Jeff and tried to kill him instead.
不要紧张，不要紧张。这盘子底下什么都没有，上面什么都没有，就在这个位置，就在这里。
靠，他们招我了！太夸张了吧？怎么？太扯了！进腿啊！怎么可能？
可以看
太夸张了，
数字，
什么啊？太动了。
这是个数字，
三，
是个
可能啊。
3。请问小姐脑子里想的数字是不是？是。
不会吧？真假的啦？
慢慢的。
不可能的，很夸张。这5张点呢？不要动，不要动。
怎么猜得到啊？
动，快点动。可能啊。
I'll end this episode with footage from a famous show that is called Fool Us, by Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller are demon magicians themselves. They are good friends of Chris Angel, and they made a show where they pretend to judge other magicians. 99% of what the contestants do are performances that Penn and Teller never performed, but they still claim to know how they are done. What you are about to see is a demon spirit moving objects for Teller.
The next trick is done with just a piece of thread.
sublime artistry of Penn and Teller, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is just one clip I'll show you from What Demons Are Doing to Humanity. It will be a series similar to this, but focused specifically on the pain and suffering caused to the human race by demons.
He was cut from his throat down to his stomach, and they ate him, or bits of him.
They killed a man at a ceremony.
Yeah,
In front of you?
yeah, in front of all of us.
What did they say about the devil? About Lucifer?
That killing the people made him happy.
Sacrifices to please the devil. According to Teresa, the worst rituals took place at a house, somewhere in the country.
I'm Justin Flom, and I'm not a demon. I change water into Coke, I pull candy out of my face, I spit fire, so people tend to think I'm a demon. Let me show you. You are a demon, you. Another demon-possessed puppet. Around with voodoo. This is demonic. Works with the devil. You're a vile pig who mocks Jesus Christ. Demonic forces, demon magic, Justin, you're not fooling anyone. Justin doesn't actually do this magic, he has a spirit do it for him. Satan? If you ever perform blasphemies in front of me, I'll spit in your face, demon. So people want to know, am I a demon? No. So then how do I do my magic tricks? Good question. Well, it starts here. Trust me, creating magic is really more arts and crafts than it is conjuring dark forces. So I'm not a demon, I'm a magician. That clears everything up, right? Not really. You see, I told you I'm a Christian, and the Bible says no magic. Okay, so even if you're not a believer yourself, you can imagine how hard that is for me personally. So I did a little bit of research. Here's what I found. The word in the Bible that's most associated with evil magic is pharmakos. The other word that's often used is magos. In biblical times, a magician wasn't somebody who did magic tricks like we think of today. The magic that the Bible is condemning is the use of trickery and deception to make people think that you're God or that you have supernatural ability. Today, the word magician really is only used to describe entertainers, people like me. In biblical times, there were no magician entertainers. The first magic as entertainment book didn't come out till the 1600s. And that's what I do. Other people may have said my magic is supernatural, but I've never said it. I'm certainly not a demon. Or am I?
The Demon Magician series never claims that any magician is a demon. It does, however, show clear evidence that the world's top magicians get help from invisible demonic entities who manipulate objects for the magician. One award-winning magician even indirectly admitted to it.
Working with a spirit energy comes with challenges because there's no control. So if Desmond doesn't show up, there's literally no act.
Justin Flom wants us to believe that all of his tricks are accomplished with the help of his crew. Sorry, I don't believe everything I'm told. Do you see any of his crew here?
Everybody come close on this one. Come close. You know it said the 10 of clubs. Yeah.
Or here.
You want a little sailboat? Go. I love it. Go.
What about here?
Make that go inside.
Or here. Also, if you are going to be honest, don't say that you are turning water to Coke, because that would be the definition of magic. Instead say that you are through clever deception, sleight of hand, actors, and camera tricks, making it appear like you are making the impossible happen. Similar to a Hollywood movie with special effects. Also, saying that you are a Christian does not cut it. The Bible even says that the agents of Satan would pretend to be servants of righteousness. In other words, pretending to be good guys. The Bible also says that Satan is the father of lies, so of course his puppets would therefore have no issues pretending to be Christians. Demons were the ones who came up with the plan to make magic into an art form at the very beginning of televised magic performances.
He was considered the greatest magician in the world when he died in 1955. Take a look at Dante's poster ad in which a demon is holding playing cards. It also shows a demon whispering in his ear. This is a clip of one of Dante's performances. Notice that he appears in front of a large image of the devil.
There she rests. She could remain there for hours should I so desire. But watch. Margot, hear me. Are you ready? Then go!
You can see that there is at least one demon in all of these Dante poster ads. There were many other famous magicians of the last century, such as the famous American magician Howard Thurston. He died in 1936 and he was considered one of the most famous magicians of his time. According to reports, Thurston would have people pick cards out of a deck. He would then put the cards back into the deck and shuffle them. He would then correctly select the cards that had been chosen by making them rise out of the pack one by one. Notice the demon whispering into his ear on his 1914 promotional poster. This is a modern magic book called Tricks of the Mind. It's a book written by Darren Brown, a famous current European magician and hypnotist. Brown, an open homosexual, is pictured on the cover. Notice the incredible similarity to what we just saw over and over again in the poster ads of famous magicians from the last century. Demons on the cover next to the ear giving information.
Go. What's up?
I just don't feel right.
You don't feel right?
No.
Do you want to stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling deep down, sort of in my stomach area, right up to my throat. It just felt as if he had like some type of control over me.
It's awful. You want to stop? You want to stop? Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Take a deep breath. And relax, and it goes.
There was just something there that was really, really menacing. I couldn't say exactly what it was. There was something unknown.
Here is an ad for one of Brown's performances. Notice the demons right near him again whispering information into his ear. The demons give the magicians the information.
I'm going to try and make you say the name out loud. You must not say it. You say nothing at all. Don't even say a word until I tell you what I think it is, and then you can say yes or no or freak out or whatever. But until that point, you say nothing, all right? And whatever you do, do not say the name. Just keep saying it to yourself over and over again. Nothing, don't move, and Barnes, B-A-R-N-E-S, yes? Yeah. Yes, thank you very much indeed, Debbie. Did you just move the curtain?
No.
Did you all see that?
Absolutely.
Well, you can't because you can't move your hands and you can't kick that high.
I can't reach
all right,
it at all.
okay. Okay, hang on. You've broken it. What happened? What happened?
I don't know. I just needed to get out. I don't feel right. That's really weird.
So people want to know, am I a demon?
Maybe.
One more trick that you're going to show me.
Actually, I don't do tricks. I do magic, but...
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Tricks are for kids. That's
yeah.
fine. But look.
I'm Justin Flom, and I'm not a demon. Magic's not real.
You did that with real magic and real thought, just the way the spiritualists did it.
He's my spirit energy that I've sort of had a little communication with throughout my life.
Actually, I don't do tricks, I do magic.
Magic's not real.
You did that with real magic and real thought.
So what magician are we supposed to believe? Real magic? Magic is not real. A spirit helps the magician in his tricks. Atheists already believe in magic, since they believe that the earth, the sun, and the moon did not exist before the Big Bang, so they already believe that matter can be created out of nothing. Anyway, this video is titled, Why Demons? Why not angels? I'm glad you asked, because angels do the will of God, while demons do what they want. No angel would come down here to earth, secretly partner with random humans, assist them in performing supernatural activities, and tell the magician to keep all of that secret. That's exactly what a demon would do. Why? Because demons want to keep people in the dark. Not only that, they want you to believe in anything as long as it's not the truth. Mainly they don't want people to believe that God, angels, or demons even exist. And that's why they use these magicians, to fool as many as possible into believing that some humans have supernatural powers. They hope to make people think that Jesus was nothing special and that you can master magic yourself, without needing God. People who don't believe in demons who live on this planet, are like the people in the world of Game of Thrones who don't believe in White Walkers.
Killed a White Walker.
There's no such thing.
Sure, some people simply don't believe in things unless they see it themselves. Truth comes in stages, and people go from denial to acceptance in 1 second.
Oh shit.
I can't believe it, and I saw it with my eyes. I can't believe it! This man needs to be talked about. I'm telling you. That's some powerful stuff there, brother.
We all have special heads.
Also, to clarify, demons are essentially rebel angels, who disobeyed God's commands and started running their own show. Doing that, they sealed their fate, and nothing they do now will change what will happen to them at Judgment Day.
Maybe it's time we forgot about discretion. We should be ruling the humans, not running around making back alley treaties with them. The world belongs to us, not the humans.
Keep in mind that the Bible never says that demons or Satan are in hell. In fact, it says that Satan is the ruler of this planet, and that demons will deceive the whole world.
They claim to be ascended masters, highly advanced spirit beings even on other planets, people on various astral planes who had reincarnated and then gone on to perfection, Tibetan Buddhists, whatever they say they are, Jesus Christ, Buddha, your Aunt Vera, whoever. If you strip away the covering, you'll find a demon behind every one of these voices, behind every one of the spirits. In fact, one of their most clever ploys is to appear, as the Bible says, even Satan disguises as an angel of light. We're seeing these emissaries of evil that are dressing in the most wonderful packaging, so people are accepting them as genuine. People are seeing them as good and pure, and in reality, even the good ones are demon spirits.
Desmond came to me when I was about 6 years old. I had a chalkboard where he would write, "I am Desmond." And this kept happening until one day I just said, "Hello, Desmond." And it stopped. And then other things started to happen. Working with a spirit energy comes with challenges because there's no control. So if Desmond doesn't show up, there's literally no act.
Desmond came to me when I was about 6 years old. There's no control. So if Desmond doesn't show up, there's literally no act.
There's no question in my mind now that they were demon spirits. If you had asked me then, I would have believed entirely that they were higher beings, a higher spiritual order of beings. I wouldn't have believed in demons. I didn't think they existed. I thought they were an invention of the Christian church. In retrospect now, I can see back with horrible clarity that they were malevolent, created, demonic spirits intent on our destruction. One of the things the entities used to do was they used to test us. It was as though we were being brainwashed. We'd be told to do something very bizarre immediately, or we'd be told to go at midnight to this certain forest that was very, very terrifying to us because there'd been a number of manifestations there. We'd be told to go alone there at midnight and stay there for an hour and then come home. And they were testing our readiness to respond immediately to their commands. And we were not to test them ever, because they always said proof comes to those who do not ask for it.
I can understand why you say that, yes. He's my spirit energy that I've sort of had a little communication with throughout my life. So here's what we're gonna do. I have here a piece of chalk.
Yes.
Howie, hold that chalk. As you do, I want you to think of somebody you have an emotional connection with.
Okay.
Okay? Don't say it.
All right.
Just a first name.
Okay.
Somebody I couldn't possibly know. Okay?
All right.
Now, I have here 2 blank chalkboards. Okay? I'm using chalkboards, that way you know it's analog. There's no digital electronics, nothing like that, okay?
Okay.
So watch, hand me the chalk. I'm literally going to just place it between the boards. Hold on like that, sealed, so I could do nothing. And think of the name as you tilt left and right.
Think, Howie.
Think. And stare at those chalkboards. Now, I want to include some randomness. Can we get Nick to come out here? Would you be okay with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Nick? Good. I'm going to involve mathematics. And Nick, I need you to name a random 2-digit number. Say it out loud.
23.
23. Yes? All right, that's what we're going to use. Remember that. 23. Nick, thank you.
Random.
Notice, Nick gave me that number after I handed him those slates. Desmond, use mathematics. Could you feel the chalk move?
No.
No. Desmond, I'm going to ask that you come through for me in a big way. I want you to move this chalk for Howie.
Desmond! Desmond!
Stop. These were blank a second ago. Can you see some writing?
Yes.
Yes? Truly. Now look, hold those up. That is a zodiac calendar. I'm going to get to that in a second. Random numbers just like Nick's. But Howie, you were thinking of a name.
I was.
No way I could know.
I
No way.
can't imagine
For
you
the
do.
first time, name the name you were merely thinking of for Desmond.
Steve.
Steve.
Whoa.
Wow. Howie, hold on to that. Truly no way I could have known, but I want you guys to take a close look at these numbers because this is a zodiac calendar. Nick gave us a number 23, right?
Right.
These look like random numbers, but it's not. 3 plus 11 is 14, plus 5 is 19, plus 4 is 23, the number Nick gave us. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 10 is 19, plus 4 is 23. Each row adds up to 23 if you look closely. Howard, what month were you born?
January.
January, that's 1. If you see, Howard's month is right there. What month were you born, Heidi?
June.
June. That is a 6, right there. Mel B, what
May.
month?
5.
5. Howie, what month were you born?
November.
November.
11.
That is 11. Check it out. 11 plus 1 is 12. Plus 5.
17.
Plus 6.
23.
23. Desmond has created a zodiac calendar based off of your We Have Had contact. Thank you.
Wow.
Tonight, whatever I do to this doll, Desmond is going to make you feel. So I need you to sit up straight, close your eyes. Easy. Good.
What does that mean?
I've placed Desmond inside of you, Mel. Tonight, I need to know, do you believe in Desmond? Be honest.
Not really.
Wrong answer, Mel B. Lucky for us, I brought with me my scary spice doll. I call this last part the convincer. Oh no. Did you feel it? Yes?
Yeah!
Give Mel B a big round of applause!
My God! No!
Be careful.
They're not these pure, altruistic, beautiful beings that they seem to be. If you strip away the covering, you'll find a demon behind every one of these voices, behind every one of the spirits. That they were malevolent, demonic spirits intent on our destruction.